everybody, it's me, you Brian. Now, we about to watch the 5 Nights at Freddy Fazbear Pizza. Okay? So now, we're going to watch Sister Location. Now, this is the worst part. This is everybody. Sister Location.
When it gets dark, they will awaken. The children's spirits will rise. They will kill you. They'll just walk out in the morning, stepping over your corpses one by one. You are intruders. None of you will survive the night. And what makes you think they won't kill you? Because I am one of them. Hello, Internet. Welcome to... Inside, a mass of limbs all struggling to work together to move in one direction, but all just flailing out randomly. And honestly, it could have been easy. With Scott saying that the original story was completed with FNAF 4, it could have just said that Sister Location was aligned with the book and FNAF World to start paving the way for the movie. But then you couldn't help yourself, Scott. You just had to throw in those FNAF 4 Easter eggs.
Wow.
And those put everything into chaos. And it's not just me feeling it. Based on what I'm reading online, a lot of FNAF theorists sense that the lore contained in Sister Location is a game changer, but then they don't exactly know why or what to do with it. Struggling under the weight of explaining away Ennards and babies, Mikes and Williams, casual bongos and exotic butters. What's an Easter egg, what's a tongue-in-cheek reference, and what is actual canon? So understandably, there's some confusion about what's actually going on in this game, and that is what I'm out to solve in these videos. Picking Sister Location apart to definitively put together which details matter and why this is such a monumental game for the franchise's lore. So go ahead, keep your plots vague and convoluted, Scotty boy. I'm here to translate your madness to the world. First off, who are we playing as? Historically, the protagonists of Freddy's games have had a varying degree of importance. There are those like Mike and Fritz who, for all we can tell, were just names with the sole purpose of filling out the "to" line on a paycheck. Sure, they may have been retconned into some importance now, but they were never really intended to be that way. Then there was the crying child of FNAF 4, hospitalized and trapped in a waking nightmare. Slightly more important, I would hazard to say. And the game recognizes this as, during your first encounter with the new animatronic baby, she calls out,
"It's a strange thing to want to do, to come here. I'm curious what events would lead a person to want to spend their nights in a place like this, willingly. Maybe curiosity, maybe ignorance."
Answering the question of who you play as in Sister Location is more important than any of the rest of the games in the franchise, since it practically dictates every other element of this story. Why you're there, what the endings mean, what this location stands for, how this fits into the overall timeline. It's a big deal. Now, personally, based on the silhouette in the mirror, my first guess is to say that we're playing as Rick Astley, and Scott is just committing the most elaborate Rick roll in history. I mean, just look at that hair. It's an exact match, and let's face it, Scott has proven that he's not above trolling us. But assuming he has a little bit more respect for the fan base than that, there can only be one possible conclusion here. In Sister Location, we
Goodbye,
play as
guys.
William
This is
Afton,
it.
Purple Guy